joined now again by Treaty United manager Tommy Barrett. Tommy, you've had a bit of recuperation. Are you refreshed after the mini break, shall we call it?
Yeah, it was grand. It's good for the boys to be off for a bit. And for staff, it's good to get some downtime for sure.
Yeah, and did you afford the players much of a rest, Tommy, or was it kind of a thing of you have to keep on your toes as well, fitness-wise?
Well, no, they have to keep ticking over, just doing their own little bit, but mainly a rest, Adrian. We felt that because of the high intensity, we had to push them because of the shortened pre-season. We had to push them really hard, and a lot of lads had a lot of strains and knocks and a lot of small little injuries, so we felt it was best to give them the time off.
Yeah, you had a few injuries and doubts before the break. Now almost a week and a half, 2 weeks later, is there any update on those players? Is there any positive news in that respect?
I don't think so in regards to for this weekend. It looks like Sean is going to be still out. Dean and Connor, Aaron and Clyde will probably just miss out as well this week, I'd say. Am I missing out on anyone there?
I don't think so.
That's it. We're missing the 5 or 6 still. There's no one going to be back this week, I'd say. So we're hoping we get a couple back next week for sure.
I think minutes-wise, Tommy, it's the longest trip of the season this Friday against Wexford. Obviously, Ferrycarrig Park is a tough venue to go to. You have the long journey, but in saying that, you're going in full of confidence now after come back beating Bray, but also on top of that, you have Wexford coming in after getting their first victory. They have a new management team now in place. It might be even a tougher task than it may have been maybe a month ago for you now.
It obviously is, but in saying that, we had a tough game against them up again in the Markets Field, and they were unlucky in a lot of games. As we said, the Shells beat them by the odd goal, Galway beat them by the odd goal, Cabo beat them down there in the first game of the season. So it's not like they've taken too many heavy defeats. They took a couple, obviously. The one against UCD stands out in Cork, but other than that, it was all very close games as far as I can recollect.
Yeah, he's not in the job long, Tommy. I know you've got the streaming service to help you and the likes, but do you have any real inclination as to how Ian Ryan will line up with that team on Friday night?
Well, we can go by 2 games that they played, against Bray and Cabinteely. But look, they still have the majority of the same players. I know Larkin Fitz will add a bit of experience. In fairness, he's a very good player, very experienced. But other than that, they're very similar to what they had at the start of the season, but we'll give it our best shot against them again. We have to be 100% to get any kind of result down there.
There's a big period coming up, Tommy. Before the season started, we said that maybe when you get halfway through, we're not quite halfway through yet in the season, maybe when you get halfway through, there might be a bit of a pattern or shape emerging in the division. Do you expect that to be the case? And if so, that's obviously the next 4 or 5 weeks is vital then.
Yeah, when there's so many involved in the playoffs, when you really look at it, or potentially involved in the playoffs, one team wins it, but then there's 4 after that. If you look at the table, how it can change from one week to the next, I think it'll definitely go down to the wire as it did last year for those positions. So any positions between 4 and 8, it seems, can be, even 9th. Can definitely sneak into them playoff positions. So as long as you're picking up results every week or every second week, and wins are important, of course they are, because the draws can kill you as well a lot of the time. So I think in the next round of games, it's very important to pick up as many wins as you can.
Yeah, and on a final note, Tommy, unrelated maybe to your own team but related to the club, the women's team have come on maybe with results wise 2 wins in 3 weeks in recent weeks. Niall Connolly's team, you've had recent developments that 5 players from Niall Connolly's team have got into the Irish under-19 squad, and obviously in the future you'll probably be hoping that that's going to be across the board, and that's the aim of the club now, across the boys and girls teams at underage level too.
Yeah, look, firstly it's fantastic and delighted for those girls, and it just goes to show, I suppose, the youth in that side, that they're all so young, and there's a lot of good young girls in the region, talented young girls in the region, and we're delighted for them to get that opportunity. And I think there was a couple of 17s as well today, was there announced, which is fantastic. So yeah, we're delighted for them. It just goes to show there's a good job being done there behind the scenes with the ladies. Yeah, of course, we're looking to hopefully get as many young people on Irish any age group as quick as possible, and hopefully we can get one or two in the next season too.